Delivering Excellence: How to Give Presentations That Make a Difference. Presentation techniques that will transform a speech into a memorable event. Written by Dr. Jim Anderson. Narrated by Dr. Jim Anderson. Acknowledgements. Any book like this one is the result of years of real-world work experience. In my over 25 years of working for 7 different firms, I've met countless fantastic people, and I've also been mentored by some truly exceptional ones. Although I've probably forgotten some of the people who made me the person that I am today, here is my attempt to finally give them the recognition that they so truly deserve. Thomas P. Anderson, Art Pewitt, Bobby Marshall, Bob Boggs. This book is dedicated to my wife, Lori. None of this would have been possible without her love and support. Thanks for the best 21 years of my life so far. I must confess that I never set out to be a public speaker. When I went to school, I studied computer science and thought that I'd get a nice job programming, and that would be that. Well, at least part of the plan worked out. My first job was working for Boeing on their FA-18 fighter jet program. I spent my days programming fighter jet software in assembly language, and I loved it. The U.S. government decided to save some money and went looking for other countries to sell the plane to. They put me in an unfamiliar role. I started to meet with foreign military officials, and I ended up having to give speeches in order to explain what my product did. Time moved on, and so did I. I found myself working for Siemens, the big German telecommunications company. They were making phone switches and selling them to the 7 U.S. phone companies. The problem was that the switches were too complicated. Customers couldn't tell the difference between one complicated phone switch from another complicated phone switch. Once again, I found myself standing in front of a room giving speeches in order to explain what these complicated machines did and why ours was better than anyone else's. I've spent over 25 years working as a product manager for both big companies and startups, and this has given me an opportunity to do many, many presentations for customers at conferences and everywhere in between. I now live in Tampa, Florida, where I spend my time managing my consulting business, Blue Elephant Consulting, teaching college courses at the University of South Florida, and traveling to work with companies like yours to share the knowledge that I have about how to create and deliver powerful and effective speeches. I'm always available to answer questions, and I can be reached at Dr. Jim Anderson, Blue Elephant Consulting, email jim@blueelephantconsulting.com. Unforgettable communication skills that will set your ideas.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?